Patricia Nitoka, Faculty of Science and Technology.
Good morning. Samson Tinda Arrow, Faculty of Health Sciences.
Good morning. My name is Katisu Kinyaki, Faculty of Law Affairs.
Team Infinite led by Moses. Okay. Then Faculty of Education, Team Legend led by Innocent. Okay, thank you. Then Faculty of Engineering, Team Grant led by Jackson Bidhi. Okay, thank you so much. Then Faculty of Health Sciences, Team Oribo led by Emmanuel. Thank you so much. Then Faculty of School of Law, Team Juris League, led by Joel. Thank you so much, School of Law. Faculty of Science and Technology, Team Patrick Monk, led by Patrick. There's a team. Faculty of Vet Med, Team Kazi, led by Sang. Okay, thank you so much. Kenya Science Campus, Team Kilele, led by Julius. Okay, thank you so much. Then we have Kisumu Campus, Team Umsomi. The two electors are there. Yeah. Then we have Mombasa Campus. Thank you so much. So the other teams demonstrated passion and a touch of excellence in their bid for leadership, and we really appreciate that. So the next, Dr. Kisimbi. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, and I wish you all the very best.
All right, thank you. Now, what we'll do is we'll allow the two council teams to make a presentation. We are tight on time, so 5 minutes. Moving in alphabetical order, I'll start with Fresh Perspective, then I'll go to Team Waledi. So who is the rep from Fresh Perspective? Who will give us some words and probably introduce the rest of the team individually? Karibu.
It's a lovely morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to see all your faces. You guys look sharp, and you guys look really bright. I'd like to start by introducing my team. Fresh Perspective is a team that is built not on one effort, but built on several qualities that make us one team. I'd like to first start with my international rep. Her name is Sarah Tabahola. Kindly stand up. Sarah Tabahola comes from Congo. She is our international rep from the Faculty of Built Environment. I'd like also to introduce my Persons with Disability representative, Collins. Collins comes from main campus. Collins has been championing for students for the University of Nairobi with disabilities, and he has a lot of projects in the works, even at second year. I'd also like to introduce my treasurer, Julie. Yes, Julie comes from the Faculty of Science and Technology. Julie has served in a professional body before and as a treasurer before. I'd also like to introduce my Secretary General, Wasike Elisha. Wasike comes from the Faculty of Health Sciences. Wasike has served in different professional bodies at the Faculty of Health Sciences and is a man and a voice of my team. I'd also like to introduce my Vice Chair, Purity. The Lady Purity is a brilliant young lady. She is deep into research, which is one of our biggest pillars for our manifesto. And she's also served as the Secretary General for Faculty of Veterinary Medicine in her previous term. So she's somebody who boasts of high accolades and somebody who's ready to serve. Clap for her again. So thank you so much, friends, colleagues, dear esteemed staff, members of the commission. This is one step that the university makes every year. But this year, it's a different step because it's a step with a fresh perspective and a step that is going to be led with a new vision and a new dawn for the University of Nairobi. Sir Albert from France says that why now and why us at this time? It is because Fresh Perspective is a team that is built upon new ideas and built on rebranding the association a whole. So I'm here as the chairperson of Team Fresh Perspective, Derek Troy Rusana, and I'm here to present myself before you, not as a politician. I'm here as a fellow comrade like all of you. I've been in the same lecture halls like you've been. We've been seated in similar classrooms at times, and I'm just like you. But what unites us is the fact that we both want one thing for our association. We want an association that works for everybody, an association that is going to work very differently. That is what Team Fresh Perspective is built upon. I'm going to highlight some of the key things that have made up the Fresh Perspective and why we call it a Fresh Perspective. Number one, I'd like to tell everybody in this room and tell everyone who's also watching or listening that Fresh Perspective is a team that wants to bring in more funding to the association. We've realized what we've had has not been enough over the years, and it is not increasing anytime soon. So Team Fresh Perspective is looking at getting partners per faculty, such that in every faculty you're able to solve your individual problems at your own capacity, but through partners. We need more partners for the association, such that if you are coming from the Faculty of Science and Technology, there are problems that are unique to that faculty that may not have been budgeted as what you do when you're serving in UNSA. We as council, we as Fresh Perspective, we are looking to bring in a situation whereby we go out and seek these partners for you and we get them to your faculties, at least 2 partners. And the criteria and formula for looking for these partners will be a setting stone for what is going to happen even in years to come. Let's say you step out, you leave 2 partners in your faculty, the next person comes, starts with 2 partners. So we are building an association afresh, and we are building an association based on its partners, and we want to bring more funding into our university. That is where the Fresh Perspective comes in. I'd also like to highlight that the University of Nairobi right now is facing a lot of challenges, and the students are not better placed right now. Education has become a struggle, basic meals has become a struggle, And our job as the association is to smoothen and to ease the process, the transition process in school. And whatever they do, we want to commit ourselves to being there by their side. So Team Fresh Perspective introduces a council whereby whenever we'll have an opportunity whereby we can use partners to do most of our things, some of these funds will be channeled into other important issues like bursary. So you're having a council whereby we are going to try and increase the bursary, and we are going to try and increase the funding for bursary, even in different faculties. I'd also like to tell you that alumni are an integral part of this school, and we have several alumni. Over time, alumni have always been tapped resource-wise, but alumni have never been tapped skill-wise. There are several alumni who offer short skills. Team Fresh Perspective offers a point whereby we get alumni and we get alumni to teach a skill, such that at the end of it all, even when you graduate with your degree, you get to graduate and you also hold a certificate and trained by a skilled person who was an alumni of the university for free. So that aside from your bachelor, you also get a certificate that is trained in a soft skill. Could be coding, could be research skills, but you're trained in a certain skill. Those are the key highlights of our manifesto, and those are the things that make up Fresh Perspective. We are also big on research and innovation. That is why we have people like Purity and people like Julie from Faculty of Science and Technology. We want a situation whereby we bring more research funding into the school. And the current systems that are there at the school right now enable us to be at a better position to ensure that we get more research funds and we get these research funds into our faculties. Thank you so much and have a blessed day today. Vote Team Fresh Perspective.
Thank you. That was Derek Troy. I think we all agree we had given him a bit more time. He had more to say, yeah? Thank you for the words you've given to us. Now we go to Team Waledi, who is going to speak on your behalf. That's Otai.
As per the standard conventions of cordial engagements, my name is Otai Philip Otieno Otai Topnotch. I'm a medical student from the Faculty of Health Sciences, pursuing a course leading to the award of the degree in Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. And standing in here today and in front of you, bright leaders of the present and the future, in the capacity of Chairperson Team Weledi. So let me start with a brief introduction of my team. So as you know, and I want to make it well known to you, Team Weledi is not just a collection of students put together to form a team, but that is a wonderful potpourri of generational leaders. So I'll start with my international student representative, Madam Noemi Vlambiro from the Faculty of Science and Technology. Noemi, you can wave. My persons with disability representative is one general known as Brian Odera Amboe. Brian, wave. My treasurer, Mama Pesa, Kati Mary Njoki. I also have a wonderful vice chair, one who's been on my side and has always encouraged me to pursue this goal of becoming the president of the University of Nairobi, Madam Salima Hussein Wako. Before I forget, there's one man in charge of the welfare of students and sports, and his name is Duke Abel. So, thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we live in a time where the student leadership sounds more like a mockery. We live in a time that is marred by administrative injustices, a time that is marred by administrative inefficiencies. And this is where now we came up with much on resource mobilization, but we are rather now shifting, having a paradigm shift from resource mobilization now into what we call active revenue generation. And we've identified in our schools that we have tuck shops that are nearly non-functional. We have canteens that are very non-functional. When I went to Mombasa campus, there is a canteen that has stayed dormant and closed for decades. So as Team Weledi, we are coming up to revive the existing resources, the existing facilities that can help us in revenue generation in this institution. Kisumu is also one of it. A very flamboyant institution built with quite spectacular technology. But when you look at, go to the rooftop, and you look at the canteen in Kisumu, it is totally dormant. Why? Don't we have students? No, we don't have students in Kisumu. So Team Weledi will focus on reviving such resources in our institution. Talk of tuck shops, talk of our canteens, look at the work-study program in our institution. While we know that it is one that has been worthwhile, but we tend to challenge it as well, because it has not lived to its expectation. So Team Weledi will focus more on revenue mobilization, revenue generation, rather than resource mobilization. Another thing is that Team Weledi is focused on strengthening the student-alumni connection. When I was in my second year of medical school, I was privileged to be the chairperson of an initiative known as the Leave No Medic Behind, whereby we sourced for resources, both internally and externally, to help our students who are actually going for days without food. 2 or 3 days, a medical student going without food. So we sat down and came up with an initiative that is called the Leave No Medic Behind, where we could contribute from within the student community and source for funds from our doctors. In 2 years, the Leave No Medic Behind had festered even to the other institutions in the country. So with this kind of experience, I would therefore want to set up an anonymous student kitty in this institution, whereby we can identify students that are going for weeks hungry. We can identify students that are needy and are unable to pay school fees, and chip in to make their studentship fruitful. And how then can we best do this? We have a very rich alumni network. From the president of this nation, who is an alumnus of this institution. Indeed, we can tap into our alumni system, alumni network, and generate funds for our students. So that is another thing that Team Weledi will focus on. We know that we have sports in this institution. Team Weledi is committed to revamping our sports culture. We have what is called the UNSA Sports Day. You will experience it when you get into office. But then I tend to challenge that how can you have a one-day sports day for the entire institution? Do we really know what sports is? It is where we spot talents and grow them. Take, for example, Michael Olunga, who is now playing in Europe, a product of the University of Nairobi. So we want to revamp our sports culture, and this is how we'll do it. Number one, we will do away with the sports day. And then we get to decentralize it so that it not only happens in main campus, but it trickles down to each and every faculty. So that when we have a sports day, then it's not a UON sports day, but a faculty per faculty sports days. And another thing, we don't want to limit it to a day. We want to make sports a continuous venture. And this is where Team Weledi came up with something called the UNSA Champions League, whereby we will have a league that runs all through the academic year. That is Team Weledi. In our sports docket as well, we have facilities that are dormant. Look at our gyms. Very basic and old. So Team Weledi has therefore decided that we will partner through what is called the PPP, the public-private partnerships, so that we upgrade our gym facilities in the institution and our sports facilities. Another thing that Team Weledi is very passionate about is on the professional bodies. Remember, before you form a faculty, you are part of a professional body. In my School of Medicine, we have an association for medical students. In engineering, we have an engineering students association. So therefore, Team Weledi is now here to actually empower our professional bodies. Because number one, our professional bodies are not recognized by the institution. Secondly, our professional bodies are not funded by the institution. So if we bring more life into these professional bodies, then we'll have a vibrant student community, okay? But then now, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, Team Weledi is centered on student leadership. We want a vibrant student leadership that is comrade-centered, in the sense that whatever decision that we make as a student body has to have the interest of the comrades, okay? So when you're seated here, guys, let us join hands and be the most vibrant student leadership that has ever been witnessed before. Thank you very much, and looking forward to serving with you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that messaging. I'll invite our Vice Chair, Professor Susan Chepkonga, to introduce our chair.
Good morning once again. Yeah, I would like to introduce the chair, IEC. His name is Dr. Kenneth Samson Ombongi. He is the Associate Dean, the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, in charge of research and postgraduate studies. I also want to mention that he's a scholar and he has done various research in his area of specialization, that is history and archaeology at the University of Nairobi. He has been a chairman of the Department of History and Archaeology at the University of Nairobi, and I would like to mention that he was also a student in his undergraduate studies. So after that, he went to various universities outside the country, and is well versed with international affairs. I wouldn't want to waste so much time, but I would like to say that he has led the commission in ensuring that we deliver a credible election. And until the end of this day, I know that we are still under his leadership. And I would like to ask all of you to arise so that he can come and address us.
Thank you, Prof, for that very big introduction to a small man. Please have a seat, like me. Esteemed council electors who are here with us this morning, the competing teams, our returning officers and assistant returning officers, my fellow commissioners who are seated here, both from the side of staff and our student commissioners, members of our secretariat led by Jane Kahora, and the observers who are here with us, and members from the wider University of Nairobi community who are here with us this morning. Friends, I think this is not a time for long, winding speeches, but it's really a time to say I feel extremely honored to address you at this critical juncture in the democratic process in student affairs in our great university. Student leadership is one aspect that demonstrates the quality of any institution worldwide. And I will talk with a lot of experience without any fear of contradiction in three of them, in three different continents, Africa, Asia, and Europe. I tell you for free, directly depends on the conduct of student leadership. There's no doubt about that. That is why, then, we are to ensure that the very best who meet the criteria qualified to be at this stage. And you can agree with me, friends, the journey has been long and winding. It has tested our resolve, demanded our patience, and called on our faith. But I want to believe that today we stand here not by chance, but by divine design. It was meant when the world was created that in this minute, in this hour, in this day, the men and women seated here will be here, embarked on this exercise, and nobody, no human effort, no court, no VC, no anybody could stop that. For me, to the competing teams, your courage, your energy, and your commitment to leadership are commendable. we applaud you, your spirit. We encourage you to carry on. For this commission, for you to have qualified to be here, you met the rules and you are the very best in the park. Thank you and welcome. To our returning officers, these great people and assistant returning officers, our commissioners and secretariat, thank you very much, guys. Your dedication, your integrity, and hard work have carried this process with honor to this point where we are this morning. So now, very briefly, as we carry this process forward, let us be anchored by the truth as our shield, fairness as our defender, and sticking to the rules as our guide. This has been our measure. It will continue to be our measure. It is our non-negotiable standard: truth, fairness, and sticking to the rules. Let us understand clearly that we adhere fully to the UNZA Constitution, to the University of Nairobi regulations, and to the laws of the land. There is no shortcut, my friends, no exception, and no alternative. This is not just about an election for us as commissioners and the secretariat. This is not just an election. It's about trust. It's about responsibility. And it's about shaping the future with dignity, fairness, and the truth as our compass. Therefore, I want to thank you all, and may God bless this great institution and everyone who serves it, even as we take part in this exercise this morning with dignity and honor. Thank you, and God bless you.
I think now we are at that stage, that event that we've been waiting for, the voting itself. I would invite, is it Finton, to set up. I don't know what it is for you. I was up at 3 a.m. You'd think I was the one being elected. Been very excited about this, huh? But we had to wait a whole month, right? Yeah, so this is a great day for us. How many machines do you have?
I'm looking for Kimani. Yeah, so I'll probably just give a layout on what we need to do. Yes. Proceed. Good morning to all our electors, our commission. So, as the chair has said, we are coming to that point where we are going to do our elections. So we are going to set up a couple of machines here at the front here, where we'll have we are going to have 3 electors at a time so that we can move as fast as possible. When you're called out, you will be able to log into the system, and once you log into the system, you will vote and will display the counts as they continue. Not the results, just the number of people who have voted, so that you'll be able to see that only the 3 people who have stood up here have voted. Once we do that, we are then going to select the next 3, and once they vote, we keep going up to the next setup. So I'll invite my colleague Kimani in ICT to also come and join us here. I will call out the names of the electors. Once the electors come, we'll identify themselves. Once we identify them, they can then proceed to the vote minutes. So we'll do that in the next 5 minutes. So we'll start our voting at exactly 9:35, hopefully. We have, it's 9:26. So at 9:35, we'll have all the machines set up and we can all start voting. We'll start with verification of who the electors are, and then we'll be able to do that. So give us just 5 minutes to prepare, all right? Thank you. Just for clarity, we have a total of 39 electors. 39 electors. But for Team Kisumu, one of your electors is missing, right? Where's Team Kisumu? 10 minutes away is not, you know, being a leader is not about telling us 10 minutes away. You chose to vie for positions. When you choose to vie for positions, you must also conduct yourself like a leader. So being 10 minutes away is not part of elections. And we'll carry on with whoever is present. So we'll have 38 voters for those who are here. Yeah? If the electors do not come after the chair, they are not considered the electors who are here. The electors are 39 with one who is absent for Kisumu because the time was communicated and we are now in play. All right? Thank you.
I don't think that would be a problem, Madam. The requirement is 2/3 by the constitution that governs your process. And I'm sure you are representing the interests of Kisumu, you and your colleague very well. So we're in good hands, I believe. So then let's give them a few minutes, then we can start. Just a point for the electors to note. I know you can log in with your phones, but please don't do that. So that the system, the process is open for everyone to see. We will use only the machines at the front, and it's being displayed. So let's allow this to be the process of voting. Thank you.
The first two can come and sit here. Yeah, the two of you can start. Yeah. So we have. Is the display ready? Once it's ready, let me know. All right, you can have the first two. Please log in with your AD credentials and proceed to cast your vote. Please note, as much as you can log into your phones, please do not cast any vote while seated at the seats. If you do, we'll be able to know and we'll consider that a spoiled vote. Okay? So please wait and come and vote at the front. All right? Once you vote, please log out of the system. Kindly refresh for us. If you are done voting, please stand and allow the next person to vote. As the two are, one has already cast their vote. Is it visible? As the other two cast their vote, I'll need the three electors from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Please line up there. Once you cast your vote, please log out of the system. Faculty of Arts, you only have two electors? Okay. Just check, as long as you don't vote on. Have you cast your vote? How do we help you? What do we do with No, you cannot use your phone. You vote at the front. Just confirm your password from your phone, but don't vote on your phone. Yes. Now, since we have started the process of voting, Please do not exit this room. Please do not exit this room. If you exit, we will not allow you back inside. Okay? If you exit, we will not allow you back inside. Ayodo, please come and, because these team members seem to have forgotten their own passwords. I'm not too sure how to help them. What do we do with these ones? Are they spoiled votes or we? Please make sure you know your password before you come here, because we will not. We do not have ICT support at this point. Please make sure you do. So one voter is unable to remember their password. What do we do with them? Okay. So the two of you, since you can't remember your passwords, excuse me, please. No, sit down. Are you an elector? So I have not called you. As those three are casting their ballot, can I have the Faculty of Built Environment? The three electors for the Faculty of Built Environment, kindly line up here. Once you cast your vote, please log out of the system. Have you cast your vote? Please log out. The Faculty of Built Environment, kindly line up here. Are they in? We need to move so that you can complete this process. Have you cast your vote? Have you? Okay. Once you cast your vote, you can have a seat. I need two of you, one on that computer and one on this computer. Please make sure you have your password, because at this point, we are not going to handle some of these things. Sharif, you managed to cast your ballot? Babel? Yes. internet. Faculty of Business, your 3 electors, line up here, please. Please make sure you have your password. You have completed. Excuse. You have successfully voted. That's fine. You all ready with your passwords? Just know that if you leave this room, you're not going to be allowed back. And as you walk up here, please make sure you have your password. Okay? If you have voted, please do not sit that side. We only need the ones who have not voted. Please, if you have voted, please do not sit that side. Only those who have not voted or don't know their passwords. One of you can come. Where's the third elector? What? What? Okay. I do not need that interaction between those who have voted and those who have not voted. If you have not voted, please stand up on this side. I do not that interact. So, where is your colleague? Why has he gone back? Please confirm all your passwords. Okay. Yeah? 2 are ready with their passwords? Okay. Join the rest on that side. Please come. Those 2 who are ready can come and line up here. Line up there. Those who are ready. Faculty of Education, 3 electors, line up here, please. And if anyone now comes here and they don't have their password, we'll now start charging you, or we fine you. Because I've announced multiple times, you must know your password, you must know your password. Not unless you want to tell me you have given out your password somewhere else. Okay? So if you are stepping up, make sure you have your password. If you don't, we'll allow you to sit down and forfeit your vote. Okay? That's
Friends, you know, I'm the returning officer of this exercise, and it's unbelievable that some of us are saying they don't have their passwords. That's sounding interesting. So please, we plead and beg that put your things ready. I don't know whether it is panicking or that just have your passwords ready and do the right thing, because this is the right time and this is the right place. Do we agree on that? Do we agree on that? I mean, this is a password that you have used over and over and over again. I came into this room and I put on my password to get access to Wi-Fi. This is a password I have used over the months now. How do you reach here and forget it? So please, electors, bear that in mind. We want to finish this exercise as quickly as possible and as fairly as we can get. Thank you.
Faculty of Science and Technology, please get ready. Please log in. Once you log in, please make sure you follow the correct instructions. Just pick the three tabs on the left and you'll be able to cast your votes. Okay. Can I have one member from your team? This is Faculty of Law? Yes, there. Another member to join here? Faculty of Science and Technology. Electors, please come forward.
come as young people, then how can we be an alternative to the generation that is ahead of us, that has failed to provide leadership for the country? We can't. This is where all begins. Those of you who are in court, you remember what Justice Roslyn Abruli said. How many of you were in court? I hope you didn't spend time cursing Kenneth Mbongo, because some of you did. That the university should be a center where leadership skills are honed before we release you to the society out there. And this is part of that exercise. So, my friends who are struggling, let's be honest to ourselves and do the right thing.
Please hurry up. You'll be time bad again, and we won't be able to help you. You're the last person standing between us and a cup of tea, maybe.
Gentlemen, you come, disorganize yourself, you compose yourself, and do the right thing, my brother. No pleasure, no pleasure, no pressure, no everything. Just do it. Recollect. Just think back what happened to that password. Done? Is it done?
Please log out of the system. Refresh the page. So we've now come to the end of the voting process. As presented, all 39 electors have cast their ballot. We have made an effort to accommodate everyone, those who were late. So we've made an effort to try and accommodate everyone, and just be assured that we like to keep time. So in the next few minutes, we are going to invite the chair of the commission to the front here. We also want to invite the teams, the two council teams that have been here with us. Team Weledi, please stand here. And Team Fresh Perspective, please stand here. All your team members, please do so. Yeah, please do. And I'd like to invite the chair, who is our returning officer, to communicate the results.
I think it is still morning. Good morning, everybody. And I want to take this earliest opportunity to thank each and every individual who has taken part in this. I can hear some echo from somewhere. Yeah. Okay. I want to thank each and every individual who took part in this exercise this morning. Very peaceful, very smooth, no many challenges. I want to confirm that 39 electors voted the expected number. We had to be patient, exercise some tolerance to accommodate even those who turned up late. Those who had challenges with their passwords, we have been patient to the point where everybody had a chance to cast his or her vote. The two teams that took part in this election, we had Team Weledi and Team Fresh Perspective. And now the following are the results from our tally this morning. Team Weledi got 13 votes, which is 33.3% of the total vote cast. Team Fresh Perspective got 26 votes, which represents 66.7% of the total votes cast. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to announce to this audience and those who are listening to us out there that Team Fresh Perspective carries the day. Congratulations and thank you. We also want to thank Team Weledi for trying, for keeping going, and for keeping the standards. You can now have a chance to shake hands, to hug those who are huggable. And thank you very much. Over to our ICT guys to display the results. Thank you very much.
So one more task ahead of us, well, two. It's always good practice for us to give our contestants a chance to speak to us. I think we will start with a representative, maybe the chair of Team Weledi, maybe come in, say something. It's always good to talk to those who are voting, and then after that, Team Fresh Perspective. Chair, Team Waledi, kindly come.
I will make it short. Thank you for giving me the chance to fight. And thank you.
So, Fresh Perspective, you'll have somebody come and say something. And keep in mind we have tea, it will go cold.
It is a wonderful morning indeed, a fresh morning. Yes, it has been a tedious process, and this has been one of the longest elections that I've ever seen, stretched over past a month. But we've made it this far, and we've fought to the end. And I want to thank every single one of you who believed in Team Fresh Perspective. We are a month down, but I'm here for you. I'm going to be a president, not for delegates, not for electors, not for governors. I'm going to be a president for the University of Nairobi students. Thank you so much. Fresh, Imara, Asante.
I want to ask one of my colleagues to say a prayer so that we end this meeting. We have a cup of tea. It's very important that as we leave here, we leave together. We have another function also important as this one. We are going to go and do the swearing in. They are timed back to back. There is no time for members to go elsewhere. So please don't leave on your own, otherwise we'll not be able to swear you in. And we've already informed the management, so they'll be there waiting for us. We're a bit late, so we'll rush a little. Volunteer for prayer? One of our... Karibu.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations on the winning team. I'll ask us to stand as we pray. Throughout this process, and Lord, you have seen us as we started, and we have come to an end. As we move on to the next step, the swearing process and event, we ask that may you be our guide. Many are the plans of a man, but it's you who establishes them. May you go ahead of us. May you give us journey mercies back to main campus. And for all the leaders here, may you continue to crown them with a heart of service, and may they serve you as they serve all the students in the University of Nairobi. In Jesus' mighty name I do pray, trusting and believing. Amen.